I gotta go get a dust mask. I'll be right back. I don't know what the hell. Let's start over. Yo, 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 what's up? This is John from Georgia Innovation Garage in the Peach Capital, the state, baby. Let's get after it. All right, boys and girls. Look, let me show y'all something right quick. I found I had some pictures. That I had some pictures that was on this file that I didn't even know I had. So y'all want to see some pictures right quick? And then we'll get to work. Look. This is stuff that I've worked on in the past. Look. That car right there was one of one ever made. It actually was one of 13, but then this right here was a 63 Polara. It was actually one of 13 ever made. It went to Europe in the 60s, toured Europe, came back. Then the one of the CEOs of, or somebody up the food chain at Mopar, sent it back through the assembly line, and they took the 318 out in it and put a 426 wedge, which was this picture right here I just showed you. They put a 426A in it, and went it right back through the assembly line. So now it made it one of one ever made, and I got to work on the team to restore it at Petty's. This is the vitamin C car that was actually, the Petosa brothers was actually in Mopar magazine, and they let me sign, and they've got video of it, they let me sign the deck lid right beside Richard Petty, 5/16/18. I signed it. So that car there was in Mopar magazine. It scored like a 97 out of 100. That's the Molly Camaro. Done that car. That's actually that car. Give us a rendering, and then me and another guy did all the metal work, the body work, did all the metal work, the paint work, and the body work, in about 45 days. We worked 18-hour days for 45 days straight. So just figure that up. 2 guys, 20 hours a day. So if I work 20 hours and he worked 20 hours, that's 40 hours a day. And we done that for 45 days straight. So do 40 times 40, that's 1,600 hours just to do the paint and body. Yeah, paint and body. This car was at SEMA. And like I said, I'm not doing this to boast. Yeah, there it is right there. The vitamin C car. There's a hood that I did. That's the Battle of the Builders. Yeah, right there. There I am signing the. There I am signing the deck lid. That's my buddy. He used to be the pitcher for the Atlanta Braves. Now he pitches for the. He pitches for the team in New York City now. Y'all look. Y'all see who that is? Y'all know who that is? That my buddy. That my buddy. Yeah. 1,800 hours in 45 days. Y'all see that? That my buddy. All right. So this is the guy that won the Molly Camaro. This is the CEO of Aftermarket Performance. That's me in the middle. You must do boogery all work per hour. Yeah, we can do motorcycles too, but that's that. Y'all know who that is, don't you? Y'all know who that is, don't you? That's my buddy Shorty. That's us at SEMA. That's my buddy Shorty right there. Oh, Short Dog. Y'all know who that is, don't you? Yeah, I know him too. Look at her. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know who that is too. Yep. Yeah, there's the vitamin C car. Look, I know them too. I know that guy too. I know them too. $125 an hour was the rate at Petty's. Yeah, there it is again right there. So they charge $125 an hour. So that's that. There my buddy. There my buddy. All right. So that's enough of that. Damn chicken got a katydid. Yeah. Talk to me. As in the words of 84 Cuddy. Talk to me. So, when I tell you my shop rate is $95 an hour, that's the work, that's the quality of work that I can do. And Petty's was getting $125 an hour for the same work. All right, so let me show you something. Back in 2022, let me show you this. I'm fixing to cut this off, but I just want to let everybody, so let me show you something. In 2022, in January 20th, 2022, we took a deer carcass, right? And we put it in the field and we staked it down and we were hunting coyotes, right? So we would take a deer carcass, the wildlife would call us and say, hey, look, there's a dead deer carcass in the road. It's in your area. You think you could get it? Yeah. So we go get it. We take the deer carcass, take it over to the field, drive it in the field with a stake so nothing can get on it, right? Oh yeah, I got all these digital. I mean, you've touched those pictures with your fingers. I hope you. So. I'm gonna show you something, and y'all are gonna be like, "What in the world?" So, and then then we're gonna get why we get here. We're gonna cut this off. So, I'm gonna give you a little backstory. So, a little story. Story time with JG. So, January 20th, 2022, we took this deer carcass and we staked it down into the field. And at night we would go up there and we would take care of coyotes that are in the area. And it's a lot of stuff I do that y'all don't know, but that's one thing. Well, I had a deer camera, right? I had a deer camera or trail camera up. And I want y'all to look at what I caught on camera in 2022. Look. Now this is not AI. Look. You see the time stamp? Look. See the time stamp? The 1st January 20th, 2022 at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Look. That is a deer in the field. Look what's on it. All right? Look. If that ain't too... Look. Look at that right there. That is crazy. Crazy. It ain't AI. You crazy as hell. This ain't AI. I took these pictures back in 2022, big dog. Yeah, look. It ain't AI. Check yourself at the door. I'm telling you. I got it on video, man. I ain't got... So I have the digital trail cam made by Moultrie. They actually text you too. So they actually text. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. What? Look here. Oh, I told you. Reveal. Look. Reveal. Oh, I don't care if you look. I'm telling you. It's not AI, dude. You can say whatever you want to. Look here. Timestamp. Look, I'm gonna turn the camera around. I'm gonna turn it. Look here. Look here. Look. 11:07. Look. It was 38 degrees. Yeah, it don't matter. Look. 11:07. It was 38 degrees. At 3 o'clock, it had increased to 46 degrees. Yeah, this is not AI, man. Look. I'm telling you. Yeah. That's a doe. That's a doe right there. And the camera was actually sitting on the ground. And this is down there at the turf field. Yeah. But that's that. Hey, look, hey dude, if it makes you feel any better, you see my sky? You see my sky? See my sky? It's been like this for 2 days. So is that AI too? Is that AI too? Is that AI? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. It's yeah. Anyways, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get this party started. So Oh, I ain't worried about them. Hey, look here. You know me. Look here. I got a sign for it. I got a sign for it. Look here. Right here. Look here. JG Innovation Garage is an equal opportunity company that is committed to diversity and inclusion in the workplace. We prohibit discrimination, and this section is for all the haters out there. They have a job to do as well, and this is your cheerleader section. We welcome you and join you to participate. Baby wipes and ibuprofen are available in the vending machines if you need it. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there's your chair. Fake sign. Man, you've lost your ever-loving mind. Today ain't today. Today ain't today. Yeah. How about AI this quarter and stick around? All right, boys and girls. So let's give you a little recap. Let's give you a little recap on what happened yesterday. Yesterday, we went in here and cut this lower quarter piece off because they have hammered. If you're new to the channel, somebody took and cut out the wheel tubs. They cut out the wheel tubs to fit 30-inch wheels. The tire got into here, tore this up, got all that on there. So yesterday, we thought we was just gonna be able to cut this portion out to fix it, but come to find out the whole thing was just hammered dog shit. So went in here and we took this off in about 45 minutes. We hammered the flange, got all that done. Now, yesterday, that was that video. So today, as promised, as Tulu TV told me, to do more fabrication stuff. So we're gonna cut this lower quarter off and we're gonna go from there. I've already cut back the paint here. You can see where they bushwhacked all this out and bushwhacked this all out. And I'll show you the direction that we're going. Made new fender lips where they cut it. See, they took a sawzall and cut it, right? So what's been done here is made a new lip, made this inner panel. I got to put nut inserts right here, and then I got to make another panel here, and I got to make a panel to cover up the electrical box. Here's the inner fenders, right? And then here's this part here for the nut inserts. So I'll show you what the other side looks like. This is what driver's side. This is what the driver's side looked like, where they cut the fender. See how they just cut it? They cut the fender there, and then they cut the fender there, and then they cut out all the inner fender, right? So that's that, right? So that's that in there. So that's where we're at. Hey, I want to appreciate everybody that tapped in last night. Everybody that tapped in on the panoramic roof. Everybody that tapped in last night that watched the wiring on this panoramic roof. I just want to let everybody know that I greatly appreciate it, because I'm going to show you something right quick and then we're going to get to work. Last night on this panoramic roof, in 60 minutes, we're going to do it right here on the table. Last night, man, y'all bloated away last night. In a 60-minute video, we had 29,870 views in 60 minutes. Man, y'all was rocking and y'all was rocking. Y'all was rocking. And I picked up 61 more subscribers. Man, I'm hearing you. I'm picking up what you're laying down. Tulu says do more fab work. We're doing more fab work. We are 130 away from 5,000. We're 130 away from 5,000. My goal is to hit 5,000. So let's go. Jonathan, man, where in the world you been, Jonathan? Jonathan, 669 Garage. Where have you been? Dude, I have texted you like 15 times, and you have not even texted me back. I did a daggone wellness check on you, man. I text you like 15 times, like, hey, man, I'm checking in. Let me know. Holler at you guy. You never text me back, man. Come on, man. What's up with that? What's up with that? Come on, man. Oh, it's okay. Hey, Tom, email me, jginnovationgarage@gmail.com. jginnovationgarage@gmail.com. Email me. We'll talk about it. I don't talk business on here. I don't talk business. Hey, Daniel, I appreciate you, man. All right, we're gonna do this in real time. So when I start, I'm gonna look at the clock and see where the clock is at. I'm not gonna talk much. Every now and then I'll come back, but I'm not going. Let me go ahead and tell you this. I'm not ignoring the comments. I'm not ignoring them. I can't talk and work at the same time and look at the camera. So for everybody dropping comments in there, everybody dropping comments. When we get towards the end and I get done, I'll go through there, I read through all the comments, and then we'll do a poll and we'll ask some questions and we'll go from there. So if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and let's go. I'm gonna do this in real time and you can see how long it's gonna take me. Now, let me tell you this. Don't expect to be able to do this in the same amount of time that I do it. There's somebody out there that's probably faster than me, and there's probably somebody out there slower than me, and that's okay, that's fine. I've been doing this for 3 decades. I know the tricks, I know the trades, I know here, I know out, I know in and out, all right? But that doesn't mean I know everything. If you walk into the room and you're the smartest man in the room, you're in the wrong room. You need to be in the room where you're not the smartest man in the room so you can be the smartest man in the room, and you need to elevate yourself to the next room to be and just keep going up the levels. We're not gonna talk about levels right now because I know me and the SS gang will get talking about levels and we'll never get shit done. Now, I'm gonna do this. I want you to watch it. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, drop a comment in there. I'm like 140 away, I think 140 away from 5,000. My goal this week is to hit 5,000 to give you something educational, motivational, and spiritual to get your ass out of the damn house, put boot to ass, belt to ass, and get to work. If you've never done this before, it doesn't matter. You can do it because I believe in you, right? And if nobody else on the planet believes in you, JG believes in you. So, got that out of the way. Let's get it. Oh, and everybody in blue and everybody in green are moderators and they're members to the channel. So if you're not respectful in the chat, my guys, that's the moderators, will take care of you. So be respectful in the chat, you know. And let's get it. Time starts now. All right. So look. So you can see clearly somebody's already been here before, because you can see all the body filler, right? Right. So this right here is all the body filler, which is, it's not really not unacceptable. I mean it's a lot of filler, but it's still not unacceptable. Right here, what in the world you boys got going on? Right here, you can see where somebody put a patch panel all the way around, and then they put a sheet screw right there, right? So, and then they folded it. You can see right there where they just hemmed it around the edge, right? So, not sure why they done it this way, and it's not my job to figure out why they done it this way. I can probably guess there was probably some rust right here, and they just took and put this right over it, and then that's the only piece of metal that they have. It kind of looks like the top of Louisiana, honestly. I guess, like the state of Louisiana. I don't know. SS Gang would probably know what state it looks like the most, since he's on the road all the time. But then it comes over, maybe Oklahoma, I don't know. But nevertheless, I just wanted to show you, I wasn't gonna normally do that, but I wanted to show you, this is where they tack welded it, and then they hemmed it around the edge, and then they put a screw in it, right? So this right here is the body line, right? So I've ordered new panels, but I don't know how far it comes. I don't know how big the panel is, because it just don't say. So what I'm gonna do is it looks like the body line is in the new panel, but I don't want to assume that the new panel has the body line in it and cut it up here. And then when I get it, I don't have enough, and then I gotta splice a piece in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some tape, like I done on the other side, and I'm gonna run a piece of tape all the way across like this, all the way to the end, and I'm just gonna cut the lower section of this quarter off. I'm hoping that the rest of this quarter is not in really, really bad shape, because it's got a lot of filler on it, and we just have to roll the dice and see where we're at, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run a piece of tape right here about 3/4 of an inch down from the body line, and I'm gonna cut all the way across. Now, and when I cut across here, I'm gonna cut across here and cut through this panel, right? There's two panels here, right? So you got your inner quarter and you got your outer quarter. And then they have this glue that they use, this foam that's in between it, right? Okay, you can see it, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come through here with a cutoff wheel, and we're gonna cut through the first panel to get to the second panel. We're not gonna cut it all the way, because we don't wanna cut the inner panel out right yet. Here. What happened? What? What happened? We ain't got no sound? Don't tell me we ain't got no sound. We got sound? Sound? Do we have sound? Did I lose you or something? What happened? JG run down to the neighbor's house and buy a cup of in. Mike, you a damn fool. Run down to the neighbors. What happened? Bro, you were on. Sorry about that. I think YouTube was acting up, people. Oh, okay. Well, my bad. I'm back. All right, so let me tell you what I did. So I went around the edges and I drilled a pilot hole, and I'm gonna take this spot welder and I'm gonna cut the spot welds out. All right. And we're only going through the top panel, right? We're only going through this panel. I'm not drilling all the way through to the second panel. So we're just cutting the top panel, okay? And I'll show you. All right, so I'm gonna show you. So I went in here and I drilled a hole where the spot weld's at. And where the spot weld's at, you can see these little dents, right? So there's one right there. See that right there? See that little dimple? There's a spot weld there where the tool from the factory, they was like, meep, 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 meep. There's no rhyme or no reason. There's no order to it. They just meep, meep, meep all the way down, right? Like Roadrunner. So I just drilled a pilot hole. And the reason why I drilled a pilot hole, because this thing's like a little hole saw, right? See that? So you got to give it something to ride in, right? And then once you get it in there to ride, then you take the hole saw, the spot weld cutter, and you're cutting into the panel. Now, if you see in the bottom of that hole, you see rust, right? That is actually this panel. There is no car on the planet that's rust-free. No car on the planet that's rust-free. Let me say that one more time. There is no car on the planet that is rust-free unless it's lived in a bucket of oil its whole life. There is rust in between these panels. On every car on the planet, there is rust, especially old cars, in between the panels. So stop saying your car's rust-free, because it ain't. So you can clearly see, back then they didn't have corrosion prevention at all. So you can see where I cut the hole in this panel, opened up the bottom of the other panel, which would be the top of this panel, right? And you can clearly see the rust, but the spot weld's gone. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through here and I'm gonna drill all of these out. Yes, I can. If you accidentally go all the way through both panels, it's not the end of the world. You can fix it. But that's what I'm doing now. And then once I get all the spot welds done, then I will separate it, and then I will put my tape across here, and then we will cut this lower section off. Mike's a damn fool, man. way through on that one. It's all good. I'm not drilling none of these out because they've hemmed it, so I don't think there's actually nothing there anyway. So. Plan B. They got so many sheet screws in that thing, it ain't even funny. Oh, you like that right there? The other side come off good yesterday. The other side came off really, really well. Hey, Bill. There you go, Bill. I drilled the spot welds out. I drilled them out, Bill. That's just for you. Right there, Bill. We drilled it out. Hey, Bill. Hey, Bill, I'm going to give you 15 minutes of fame. Look, we already done it one time. We drilled all the spot welds off. I appreciate you coming to the channel, but you're a little late to the game. But see, you missed the earlier part. They got damn sheet metal screws in there, and they've cut the screws off. See that? See, look here. See, they have lapped it over, and then they have put, see right here? Look here, Bill. See that, Bill? They've put sheet metal screws and then cut the heads off of them. So you are correct. If drill out the spot welds will make it easier, but it don't make it easier when they put sheet tapping screws in there and then cut the heads off of them and welded the heads of the sheet screws, and you don't see that the sheet screws. That right there, it's factory, man. It's factory. This car ain't never been. Those are factory spot welds, but they did, see, let me show you. Let me show you, Bill, since you're just now getting here to the channel. Let me show you what they did. This is what they did, Bill. They took sheet metal. They wrapped the other sheet metal. See, this is what happens when you come to, this is what happens when you come to the game at the end of the story and you try to talk, this is what happens when you come at the end of the game and you try to tell us what happened during the game, because you wasn't there. See, they have put sheet screws, and on the passenger side, they wrapped it, and then they put sheet screws all the way down in there. So, I appreciate you been in the game for 42 years, but just because you've been in the game 42 years don't mean you know what's going on here. So what they've done here is right here, they have wrapped it, and then they tried to spot weld it. So yes, this is not factory, but this is factory. All this is factory. All this is factory. But what they have done that you don't see, they have run sheet screws in there and then cut the heads of those sheet screws. So yeah, in theory, drilling out all the spot welds, it should just, in a perfect world, it should just peel the flange off. But if we lived in a perfect world, a frog wouldn't bump his ass when he hopped. He'd have to have wings. So that's where we're at. But I appreciate it. But on to what we were doing. Don't do it. See, Bill? Zoom in right there, Bill. You see that right there? That's a sheet screw. They have run sheet screws all the way through the bottom of this thing and cut the heads of them off and then put tar over them. So I don't know where this thing's connected and not cut. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get it off, but it's all right. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. All right, all right, all right. It'll be all right. You got to put that little Texas whistle in it. All right, all right, all right. Gonna put that little Texas whistle. I got an Airstream out here. We can go out here and have some margaritas and drink some of this cognac. Carolina Big. We're gonna separate. Be mindful of your spark. That's these Hercules, man. They just screw right on there, right there. Hercules, Hercules. Yeah, look at this. Look at the difference. All right, that's about as far as we're gonna go. Yeah, that's about as far as we're gonna go. Cause let me show you where we at. And then took a little bit longer than anticipated, but so I only here's where they put a patch, right? But I cut it below the body line, and I don't really cut no more else out until the pieces get here. So when the pieces get here from Automail Direct, they might they might come all the way up to here, or they might just go right up to the body line, which I doubt it. They're probably going to give you about an inch past the body line this way, according to the picture. That's what it looks like in the picture. But you got to be careful. At the bottom of the picture, it says this does not actually represent the part. So even though the part says that they got the body line and then the metal is above the body line, it might come in and it be right here. And then that's why I left a little long. So whenever the new piece comes in, I'll go over here on the other side and I'll show you. So when the new piece comes in, yeah, on the side, let me show you. So when the new piece comes in, I'll put it up there, and if it's up here high, then I'll bring my cut line up here and I'll cut. I'm hoping that it's either right below the body line or above the body line, because if you go in here and cut this all the way, a lot of people just come in here and just cut this and say, well, I'm getting the body line, and then it's not where it needs to be. And when you spot weld it here, you got an inch or 2 inch gap, and then you got to put in more weld in a strip. So that's why I would rather cut it long and come back and trim it. I can add pieces to it, but then I'd have a weld line there and a weld line there. So what I'd have to do is take the new piece, put it on the table, and weld a new piece in it, and then clean it up and extend it. So this is the way I was taught. Excuse me. And over the years, this is how you can't really go by what the picture is. All right. And on this side here, I'll go ahead and make the piece that goes here, because I know where this is at. I'm going to have to come in here. I got to take all the interior out. I got to cut this stud off, and I got to cut this stud off. This one just spins into the drum, and this one right here is like that. So I got to cut that off and get this one off. Same thing on the passenger side, same way. But for the ones that's new to the channel, this is what we're doing. Summits are auto metal direct. So if you buy them from Summit, they're actually auto metal direct. Auto metal direct supplies Summit with all their sheet metal. So it's basically the same thing. Well, it is the same thing. So this is what we're doing. So I had to build new lips for the fenders. And then this is the driver's side inner fender. Had to build new lips for the back side right here. And then this piece here. So since I told y'all I'd go live cutting that off for you today. So what we're gonna do when I get off here, I'm gonna take this panel off. I'm gonna put nut inserts here. Go ahead and get this inserted in where it's bolted. Put a nut insert down here on the bottom to pull this in, and then go ahead and start making the box to cover up the electrical. And probably once this piece is made, then probably make a little short piece to go here and go from there. So that's what we got going on that. Hey, if you're new to the channel, man, hit the subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. So let me go in here and catch up on the comments and make sure I didn't miss nobody's comments, because I don't want to leave nobody left out. Let me roll this thing down a little bit, and let me go and surf back through the comments. So let's do this right here. All right, so y'all see that right there? So let me go back through the comments. And hey, Mike, I appreciate that. You sound like Herbert off of him. Let's see. I'm going through the comments, so if you're still here. What's up, Grease Spot, Skate Punk, Bick, Impala J. Mike, you a damn fool. Mike said, hey, Bill, he's been doing it since 1937. He's got a good idea what he's got going on. Mike, you've I replaced you joint. Hey, 10 Bears, if you work on the rail, man, you got grit, buddy. You got grit. It's a 19. Oh, Mike done answered that. Okay. Mike, you a fool, man. Mike's funny. Why he keep looking back at us? We still watching, mofo. It's not like we turned away. Well, I'm looking back, Mike, to make sure the camera is still in the picture. You know, I don't want to be like some of these YouTubers where they're over here doing something and the camera's over there, or I'm sitting here and I get out and I walk away, or I go into the grocery store while my camera's still running. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. So yeah, paint and fab. So Tulu answered it. Quick question. So I'll give y'all about 5 more minutes. If y'all want to see something, talk about something. If you want to see something that we've already worked on, let me know. Let me know on that. Look at it. Where's Unc at when I need him? I'm super stoked that I got the panoramic roof going. Super stoked on that. 60s Cadillac U. 60s Cadillac U and LS. Hey, I'm a car guy, man. 60s Cadillac U, LS, or a Coyote guy. Well, my buddy Kevin Ullins has got the fastest Coyote on the planet. That Galaxy is the fastest Galaxy on the planet. So I'm Team Coyote because of TKM, my buddy, and I'm LS. I appreciate everything, man. I appreciate everything. I tell you somebody that appreciates it even more than me, and that's Toulouse TV. Here's the roof. So let me show you about this right here for the ones that's tapping in. Y'all just hang tight. Y'all hang tight right quick. Y'all hang tight. Oh. So that's that. So let me show you. We get this switch back around, so y'all hang tight. Let's set you right here. Let's set you right here for a second. Use my handy dandy power probe. Right here. See, we got it live too. Here we go. Come on now. Huh? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. We'll do it one more time for the ones in here. So let's flip this thing back around and I'll show you one more time. One more time. One more time for the ones in the back. All right, so basically, if you just tap it, it vents, all right? So if you tap it, it vents, right? So it vents. So it vents, right? So we got it vent. All right, so now we touch it again. We touch it again. She ready to go, boy. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep. This is a Mini Cooper roof S. Here's one. Now I got this one going. I'm hoping I can fix, well, I'm pretty sure now I can fix this one. So here's another one. Here's another Mini Cooper roof. And this one over here, this one is out of a Lincoln MKX. This one's going in a 4-door, 86, 87, 4-door C30 dually. That's what this one's going in. And then I got this one right here. And then got this one right here. So one of these panoramic roofs is going in, one of them's going in OG6 down there. So one of them's going in AG6. Yep, one's going in OG6. So I don't know about you guys. If y'all are in Virginia, well, man, if you on the Eastern Seaboard, I told y'all, man, if Ernie decided he want to go left, and I ain't talking about Ernie in damn Sesame Street, I'm talking about Ernie on the damn coast down there, that damn hurricane coming up from damn Puerto Rico. He's already shifted 100 miles to the west, so I'm about 200 miles from the coast. So this message right here is going out to everybody that can hear me. Well, that's in North Carolina, in the United States. If you're on the Eastern Seaboard, today is Tuesday. This storm is supposed to hit Thursday. You need to get your shit together. Get your shit together. The storm, the center of the storm is 50 miles across. From the outside of the storm is like 300 miles, right? So from the center out is like 300 miles, plus or minus. So I'm 200 miles from the ocean. So if the eye of the storm hits Cape Hatteras, then that means the outside of the storm is going to be all over me, Tulu, Carolina Big, Build on a Budget, John Buchanan at Buchanan's Auto Sale. It's going to be, if you're on the Eastern Seaboard, you need to batten down the hatches, get your shit secured, get you some water, get you some damn potted meat, get you some Spam, get you something. If you got a generator, you need to get your generator shit going. You need to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Don't wait the damn Thursday morning and try to run out and say, oh shit, I gotta go do this. Don't be a damn procrastinator. Go do it now. Because we in hurricane season. So if you're on the Eastern Seaboard, you need to batten down the hatches. Now I don't watch news. Now I do watch the weather, like weather on the Weather Channel. I don't watch news. So I done, oh yeah, Woody's Garage. So old schools are about to be on sale. What TJ done said that he would homesit them if we'd send them to him to Alabama. Yeah, Tulu's already getting his shit together. Everybody, I'm telling you, don't wait, man, and don't put them babies in jeopardy. If you got babies, man, you got them little ones, don't put their ass in jeopardy, man. Don't put their ass in jeopardy. If you're on they're mandatory, it's mandatory. My aunt lives at Manio, and normally she stays at the Outer Banks, and they said that it's not an option. It's mandatory evacuation. The last time I seen this thing was like Cat 5, 160 mile an hour winds. Now, I think it's dropped down to like 3 now, but just soon as it hits this swamp ass water in North Carolina, it's gonna suck up that swamp ass water, and that some gun's gonna jump back up. And they also said it has the lowest pressure ever recorded. Too close to it. So I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. I don't want to see anybody get hurt. I don't want to see anybody lose nobody. I don't wish no misfortune on nobody or nothing like that. So if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I'm like 140 away from 5,000, and that will be like a tremendous milestone. I've been listening. My one ear works. This ear's broken. Doesn't work. I mean, it hears like 2 decimals, but I mean, it just don't even work. Don't worry, Carolina. I'm closer to you guys. Yeah, Georgia. Look, this thing's gonna reach out, man, all the way to Tennessee, Virginia, Georgia, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia. I mean, this storm ain't just isolated on the coast. The winds are picking up now here, and they saying that it's a little bit from it. I mean, it's been cloudy for the last 2 days. I'm just telling everybody, from my lips to God's ears to you, get prepared, man. Get prepared. Now, don't go to Walmart and buy all the damn milk, because what the hell are you going to do with milk? I mean, what the hell are you going to do with milk? Make butter? You need cream to make butter. I mean, I don't understand. Snowstorm comes and everybody goes buys eggs, milk, and bread. Now, I guess in the wintertime, you can set that shit outside in the snow, but we don't get snow around here. So don't go buy perishable goods. Go buy potted meat, sardines, smoked mackerel, shit like that. Beanie weenies. Now's the time for your ass. Yeah, 100-foot waves, man. 100-foot waves. That's 10 stories if nobody didn't know that. And how far is a story? 10 foot. So 1 story of a building is 10 foot. So they're saying waves in the center of this sun gun is 100 foot. So that's 10 stories high. 10 stories high. Oh yeah, don't forget about the toilet paper. Don't forget about the toilet paper. That's right, Rudy. Go buy all the toilet paper. I mean, does these people that go buy 50 damn packs of toilet paper, what they got? The damn Elko shits? The bubblies? JD, don't worry, they won't. Oh yeah, they won't sell out of buttermilk, that's for sure. They'll sell out everything but buttermilk. That's okay though, I like the buttermilk. I like both buttermilks. The buttermilk in the store and the buttermilk in the house, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, the bubblies. Hey, yeah. So, been on here 91 minutes. Give y'all just a few more minutes. It's getting on 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock here in North Carolina. Don't forget about the foil. Now's the time. If you don't have a Blackstone grill, you need to go get you a Blackstone grill. Not because SS Gang's got one, or 87 SS Gang's got one, or Tulu's got one. You need to go get you a Blackstone grill. Yeah, and the propane. Propane. Yeah. Yeah, plan for the best, hope for the plan for the best and hope for the worst. You know. Be prepared, man. I just don't understand why. I ain't talking about being like panic shopping or nothing like that. You gotta get you. All right. Gotta get them propane and accessories. Gotta throw that little Texas whistle in there. You like that, Mike? Damn it, Bobby. We sell propane and propane accessories. Gas for the generator. Yeah, if you got generators, and somebody's probably gonna say, I don't even know what that means. Carolina, I ain't even gonna read that out loud. All right. You gotta put that little Texas whistle in there. What did he say? He said, generator's the first thing I bought, 1 propane, 1 gas. Oh yeah, I've already secured all the stuff I need to secure. I hope nothing happens. And I hope everybody that's in the path, I hope they're safe and I hope, you know, their family's safe. Material things can be replaced, lives can't, you know. So I hear Mike saying this: when in doubt, gas it. You know, when in doubt, gas it. You know, don't put you or your family at risk trying to cross something or whatever. I mean, you got to think about it. You know, us guys, Mike, Tulu, 84 Cuddy, 87 SS, and I'm sure there's some more in here that I don't know that hasn't mentioned it. The military spent millions and millions of dollars teaching us how not to die. You know, but if you grew up hard, like Mike, you know, he grew up in the farms and Tulu and stuff like that. You already, you know, in Carolina Big and Elko, you learn that street life too, you know, and a lot of people take that for granted. You know, they look down on people. You know, I'm educated. You know, I'm educated. You know, big word like mayonnaise, but there's a difference between book smart and street smart. All right, so somebody can be book smart and couldn't whoop their ass out of a wet sack if you throw them in the street. And then there's people that are street smart, but they're not book smart, but they're street smart. And sometimes street smart is better than book smart. So if you could take somebody that's street smart and teach them book smarts, they're dangerous. Like Kevin Gates said, dangerous. Because growing up in the streets, you already learned communication skills. You already learned how to read people. You already learned how to profile people. You already learned psychology and sociology. You already learned all that stuff. So a lot of people look down on Kevin Gates, but Kevin Gates is a very smart individual. And I like Kevin Gates. And probably somebody's gonna say, oh, he's just a black rapper. Well, he ain't black, he's actually red bone with freckles. But that's a whole nother that's a whole nother topic. And y'all probably don't know nothing about red bones or high yellows or anything like that. Y'all, I mean, that's probably a whole nother subject y'all don't even know nothing about. Most of you do, but probably some of you don't. But yeah, Kevin Gates is a smart individual, and he went to a university to get his psychology and sociology degree, right? To get his degree. And they asked him, why was he there? Was he going to go do that? And he said, no, I just wanted to do it to show myself I could do it on paper. I already got the information. I already got the background. I already got it. But now he's got this piece of paper he can hang on the wall. And a lot of people say, oh, he's educated. He's got a degree. Well, that degree, I got plenty of degrees. I got a dozen of them. Associates, bachelors. I was working on masters, and just it's not worth it, man. After you get so far in life, you know, it really don't matter anymore. It really don't. I mean, you know, titles and all that crap, that don't bother me. It used to bother me back in the day. It don't bother me. If I went to work somewhere and they said, oh, I'm a head painter. Okay, cool. You want to be the head painter? Nope, sure don't. You want to be the head tech? Nope, sure don't. You want to be the head janitor? Nope, sure don't. It's just titles, man. It's just titles. A lot of people get wrapped up in titles. You know what I mean? And if that's your thing, then that's your thing. But it's not my thing. I mean, I'm not into titles. It's like Tulu said, you either a good person or you're a bad person. You know, it's just you either want to do better and learn and do better. So I say, you want to learn to do better today. You want to strive to be better today than you were yesterday, and strive to be better tomorrow than you are today. And you want to help people, right? You want to genuinely help people. But I'm not saying let people walk over you. And there's a lot of us on here that click like that. And it's because we got a low tolerance for bullshit. We can see right through the veil of bullshit. You know, we'll tolerate the bullshit for a certain amount of time, right? We'll tolerate it for a short amount of time, but eventually, you know, it just gets intoxicating and taxing just to see stuff and then like Tulu said one time, he said, Or like Jack Nicholson said, you can't handle the truth. And then Tom Cruise says, I deserve the truth. And he's like, you don't deserve the truth. You can't handle it. A lot of people want the truth, but they can't handle it. You know. Hey, I've been trying to. Yeah, 85 Cuddy. Yeah, it's just. What vehicle? I play. What vehicle you want to extend the warranty on? So, my thing is this, boys and girls. Don't get wrapped up in trivial stuff. And don't get wrapped up in stuff that you can't change. Right? We can't change that this hurricane's coming. It's coming. It doesn't matter if I sleep the Thursday or I'm awake running around with like a chicken with his head cut off. The storm is coming. The storm is coming. Whether I want it to come or not, it's coming. Right? The only thing I can do is prepare myself for when it does show up. And if it shows up and it's assholes and elbows at every direction, then I'll cross the bridge when I get there. But if I show up Thursday morning and the storm don't show up, guess what? Yeah, Double Up Custom, he's probably in the daggone flies, probably in the path of the storm too. I'm not sweating the petty stuff, and don't pet the sweaty stuff. I'm in it. I'm in it like Flynn, buddy. You know, I'm stuck in this thing like a hair in a biscuit. You know, it is what it is. But I'm not going to let stuff bring me down. And I have a different mindset now than I did back in 2019. 2019 changed my whole perspective. When I lost Owen, when I buried my son, that changed my whole perspective on how I see things. So I try not to let things bother me. Whatever happens, happens. It is what it is. I'm not going to sweat it. You know, I'm not going to freak out about it. You know, I'm just not. Yeah. Before you start sweeping off somebody else's porch, sweep off your own front porch. That's right. That's what I say. Don't worry about the man up the road. Your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first, let loose and drag. Piece of them chicken grease. That's what I say. Look, if you put all this energy worrying about the man down the road and what he's got going on, and the man up the road and what he's got going on, you ain't paying attention on what's going on in your yard. Maybe if you clean your yard up and mow your grass and get your ship in order and get everything tied, maybe, just maybe, when your neighbors ride by, they're going to do one or two things. One, they're going to say, damn, Mike getting his yard cleaned up, man. He making me look bad. I'm going to have to get home and get my shit together. Belt the ass. Boot the ass. Motivation. Or two, they're going to ride by and they're going to look at Mike and say, ooh, look at him. He thinks he's good two shoes. Look at that. He's out there planting them petunias and putting in that walkway. Who does he think he is? You got two different ways. So what does it matter? What does it matter? What does it matter? Yeah, I do need a haircut. Yep, I sure do. Look here. I do need a haircut. You right. I ain't gonna lie with you on that. I need to go get shaped up. That's a fact. Oh yeah, Mike, your yard is spotless. I seen your video. I can't comment on your videos, Mike, because you got me a moderator. I seen your stuff, man. You cleaned up. You did good. That's hilarious. I don't even know how you even. Oh yeah, Carolina Big got a nice yard too. I can say it since Carolina Big got a nice yard. It's nice and clean and mowed and manicured. He probably come to my house and said, damn, Jay needs to mow his yard. And you're exactly right. But it's been damn wet. Like wet. So I'm gonna mow it today. I'm gonna go knock it down. I'm trying, for my defense, don't do it. Yeah, El Kobe Bot got me. Carolina, for my defense, I was letting the grass seed out so I get some more seeds. Don't do it. So, got him. So I am going to do that. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to take the bag off the push mower and I'm going to mow. But the last time I done that, the wife got upset with Carolina Big because I throw grass clippings into her Venus flytraps and into the flower beds, and then I had to go back and leaf blow everything. So I will mow around the sidewalks and stuff with the bag catcher, and then the rest of it I'll mow regular. Oh yeah. Carolina has this beautiful yard, and then his neighbor has got grass up to your belly button. I mean, it's look, not Carolina Big's belly button, my belly button. Now, if we talking about Carolina Big's belly button, damn grass is gonna be about 5 foot tall. I'm not telling Carolina Big if he misses the strip. Yeah. So let me correct that. The grass in Carolina Big's neighbor's yard is about right here to me. It would be knee high to Carolina Big, right? It'd be knee high to Carolina Big. It would be waist high to me. It'd be knee high. You know when they say knee high to a grasshopper? Depends on who you're talking about. Because if it's knee high to me, it's different if we knee high to damn Carolina Big. Because Carolina Big is like, he's up there at that damn he's up there at that one before. That's how damn, I can't even touch him in the back of his head. So you gotta be careful with CB. You gotta be careful with CB. Yeah, I ain't gonna correct him if he goes out there and mows his yard and it looks like a damn Alabama black snake. That's what his yard is gonna look like. I'm saying, yeah, man, look good. Yeah, that goes back to that old saying, Mike. Pick your battles. Pick your battles. Pick your battles. That's the battle. I'm not gonna pick that battle. And it's not that I'm scared of him. Man, I just ain't got the damn energy. I ain't got the damn energy. Oh yeah. Yeah, I jumped. Yeah. Hey, Carolina, did you stop at the chicken hut? Carolina, did you stop at the chicken hut on the way home? Did you get you some chicken? That place is so good, man. They supposed to be cooking chicken livers. I'm not scared. What's up, Cars? Hey, Carolina, they supposed to be cooking chicken livers. Did they? I don't know if they had any down there. Oh, yeah. They had chicken livers. Carolina, are you saying they had chicken livers down there at the chicken hut? Because if you're telling me they got chicken livers, when I end this live, I'm finna ride down there and get me a fresh batch of chicken livers, some of that nice cornbread, Give me some of them nice cornbread biscuits and some hot sauce. Elko, don't even get me started on you going yuck on damn chicken livers. Man, you be eating tripe, man. You eat damn cow stomachs. You eating cow stomachs and cow tongues and oxtails and tater tots. He said, no. Then Elko, you ain't true Mexican then. You telling me you don't eat tripe? Elko, let's set the record straight. Elko, do you eat tripe? Well, then I take that back, Elko. Forgive me for assuming, profiling you that you eat tripe, cow tongue, oxtails with tater tots, and all that other stuff. What's that other stuff? Sheep intestines, all that other stuff. Yeah. Then he's not a true Mexican. Well, he is right on that, Mike. He is right on that. Elko did say he eats cornbread out of a Jiffy box. He did say that. Oh my God. You got to ask him about. Oh, I guarantee I will cars. I ain't even gonna go there. I ain't even gonna go. Not for you single guys. I meant. Y'all heard Carolina. Y'all seen what he said. I ain't even gonna repeat it. Y'all see what Carolina said? Y'all see what Carolina said up there?